guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Yay! My name is Atinake. Welcome. So today's gist is going to be an interesting one, guys. But before I move on to that, let's talk about the last video. You guys are really amazing. I tell you, all the support that we've received so far, it's been really amazing. Thank you so much, for all the views, all the subscribers and all. We really appreciate it. It gives us the motivation to keep doing this. So thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, Asha is not in today because he's gone to the nursery, and so I just thought it would just make sense to shoot today because I'm mostly always chasing that boy that boy around. So I just thought, let me just quickly get this done before he gets back. Oh, I missed him anyways, but at least let him chill at the nursery a bit today. Anyways, moving on to the gist of the day. Today I'll be talking to you guys about my pregnancy journey and birth story during the pandemic. Moving on to the story. I was, when you're expecting something, you have plans and you're already like thinking about it in your head over and over again. So it was the same way with getting pregnant. I already made plans. I was thinking of all the cute outfits I would rock, when I'm pregnant, all those kind of nice things to do when you're pregnant, pictures, photo shoots and all that. So I found out I was pregnant around January 2020, and the first trimester it was just black because, pregnancy and first trimester, sickness and all that. So, but I thought to myself, well, my bump is not even showing yet. So second trimester, I will be ready. I was not ready. I was not ready for COVID. I was not ready for the pandemic. So anyway, I think COVID started like December the year before, but it became really popular like around the world around March, April. Anyways, so we started winging it. When it got to around middle of the year, I became quite heavy and I couldn't really stand as much. And they started the whole shielding program for vulnerable people. So my manager told me that, okay, when I'm in the third trimester, I would need to shield. And currently, I won't be able to work in the lab because I'm a cat lab nurse. That I will just do admin bits. So I just started doing the admin bits. And I tell you, I was so bored out of it because I'm used to like being on my feet and, doing something. And also, I was so bored. And this is not like a disrespect to people that do admin work. You guys are the best. You guys do your thing, but it is so not my thing. I was so bored. Every single day I would watch my colleagues strap up, go to the lab, bring in patients, do the job and everything, and then I'll just stand outside like an outsider staring at them, asking them, do you guys want me to do anything for you? And most of the time, oh no, we're good, take care. I'm just like, just shoot me please. So, but you know what, I was so thankful, I was pregnant, I was glowing. I'm always glowing. Anyways, fast forward, it got to third trimester. I staying at home, not doing anything. I almost went out of my mind. Like I was at home doing nothing. I mean, I was still complaining about like the admin work, but this time around, I was not doing anything. I was literally sleeping, eating, and waking up for 3 good months. I did not know what to do with myself. I drove my husband crazy, and I watched lots of movies. Anyways, but the interesting bit was around like the end of third trimester. I'd already started watching YouTube's videos of birth stories and all, what to do, what to pack. I was ready. And then I saw, different videos about, taking pineapple, drinking raspberry tea, all these things that will help speed up labor and also help you during labor. So I was eating pineapple, I was drinking raspberry tea, I was taking everything I could take, to just help the process along. And I'd already calculated that I wanted my baby to come before the end of August, because once it gets to September, school year and all that, so and my due date was September 5th, but I was praying that, oh yeah, I'm sure the baby will come before end of August. I was so heavy around that period, like I was so not comfortable, but I was just waiting that, I would soon meet my baby, so that made it all worth it. So end of August, baby did not come. 1st of September, 2nd of September, I did not see any sign. So I remember going to my midwife then asking like, what's going on? So she said, oh yeah, we can do a cervical sweep and all that to speed things along, and then go for walks. And I've been going for walks. I wasn't doing anything, so I was always going for walks with my husband, trying to do exercises, bouncing on my ball. I was doing everything. My baby did not come out. Anyways, the midwife organized the cervical sweep thing. So I remember the day I went for the cervical sweep, she checked my fundal eye. So they do like this palpation to see how the baby is growing. And she said to me that she thought that baby was looking bigger than it should be. But she said she would do the cervical sweep anyway. So she did the cervical sweep. But she said she would book me for a scan, just to see. So she booked me for a scan. I had the cervical sweep. And she said like something should happen within 24 to 48 hours. Nothing happened. No sign of baby. Anyways, I went for my scan. And after I had the scan, they said, oh, you would need to see a doctor that, there's something up with the scan. At that point, I was really scared. I was panicking. Like, it's almost like a few days to birth and all. I don't want anything to be wrong with the scan. So I remember checking the scan myself because at least I have an idea. I used to be a midwife in Nigeria, and I have like this nursing knowledge and everything. And it says that baby was was quite big. I think over 4 kg. So I was already worried. I knew what they were going to tell me, but I just waited to confirm with the doctor. So when I got to see the doctor said they're scared of CPD, which is cephalopelvic disproportion, and shoulder dystocia when I give birth, because I'm quite small. In case you don't see me, like this is all of me. So I'm quite small, and they were scared that because the baby was over 4 kilograms, the baby might not be able to come out properly, like something might hang, and that's the shoulder dystocia, like the shoulder might just hang, like one would come out and one would hang in. So but they would wait and see if the baby comes out in the next few days, then they think they can manage it. But if it doesn't, then they feel like I would have to come in for a cesarean, for what's it called, induction. So I'll have to come in for induction of labor. So I said, okay, so far the baby is fine and I'm fine. I'm okay with anything. So I went home and I was open. I was bouncing on my balls. I was going for walk. Everything you're supposed to do, to speed up labor that you see on YouTube videos. The ones that are sensible, the ones that are not sensible. They said to eat lots of spicy food and all. I was eating plenty spicy food and everything. Nothing. Baby did not come out. Anyways, I remember I think I went for another scan, and then they checked and they said, oh yeah, baby's well over 4 kilograms and they need to book me for my induction. So I said, okay, no problem, book me for the induction. So they booked me for the induction September 7th, I think. I'm trying to remember now. September 5th. They booked me for the induction September 5th. So okay, I went for the induction, packed my bag. I knew induction could take like 24 to 48 hours or thereabouts. So I was prepared. I had munchies and everything. I had my labor bag, I had my playlist. I made the labor playlist. I was ready. And because it was the pandemic and everything, they were not allowing your bed partner to come until you were in your second stage of labor. So you do the long beat, and then once you're 4 centimeters and you get moved to the birthing room, then your husband or your partner can come in. So I was ready. So they gave me the first pessary. I think they gave me the first pessary. Nothing happened. Spent 24 hours. Nothing happened. The next day, that was September 6th. So no, I was booked in September 4th. Sorry. So September 5th, nothing happened. Yeah. And then September 6th, I was given another dose of the pessary, and I started feeling like the contraction and all. And I remember it wasn't so bad. So I was thinking, oh, is this all the contraction and everything? Like, it's not so bad. I remember there was a lady beside me, like in the bay beside me. She was shouting and screaming, and I was thinking to myself, like, it's not so bad. Like, why is this? Like, I can feel the contraction. Mine is not so bad. So why is she screaming this much? And I remember calling my husband, because we were always doing like loads of video calls because he couldn't come to stay with me. Now, there's one lady beside me. Let me say it in Yoruba. Lady, you're near Mama Rara. That's what I was telling my brother. I can't believe, like, I'm having the same contraction. I'm doing so well, but she's just screaming the whole place down. And I remember the lady was really screaming. And then it got to a point, they said, okay, they'll take her downstairs, that she'll get an epidural. But you know what? I told myself that anything I need for the labor, to be smooth and to be as painless as possible, I will get. I'm not going to be a super woman. I'll get epidural, I'll get anything I'm being offered. But I don't want opioids. I don't want fentanyl. I don't want morphine and all that. Because, they said it makes your baby sleepy and all that. So Anyways, I was just chilling. I said, well, I'm good. You know, I'm a strong woman. My pain threshold is high. That lady's pain threshold is just so low. I was telling myself that. My husband even came around. I went outside with him. We went to McDonald's. I came back. You know, I was munching happily. Then the next morning around 4 a.m., they gave me another pessary. That was when it began. I remembered around like 6:37 a.m. I was in so much pain. I had to ask that, okay, I need something, because I was forming ad guy. My pain threshold is high. You know, if you can think it, you can see it. At that point, I could not think it. My brain was fried. So I asked for, you know, something. So I remember they gave me paracetamol. It wasn't working. Then they gave me gas and air. I started sucking on it like lollipop. It was helping. And then I remember calling my husband. My husband was already at home. He was worried and all. And then the consultant came in the morning and said, and they did the examination and everything. She said, oh, you're about, I think, 2 or 3 centimeters long. That's good. And I told her that I would like an epidural. Like, this pain is really bad. And she said, oh, yeah, that's fine. That they will transfer you to the room downstairs and then you can get an epidural. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So I was expecting that. And that was when the wait began. At the point, they said, oh, yeah, they're just waiting for my water to rupture and then they'll take me downstairs. Or if they can get a room to do like the artificial rupture of the membrane, that's when they like do the rupture themselves, you know. So at the point my water ruptured, I think around like 9 o'clock. And then, okay, let's go downstairs, let's get this epidural. They said they don't have any room. And I started waiting and waiting. Around midday, I could not wait. And I started screaming like, what's going on? Like, where's the room? You said that you were going to take me downstairs and everything. They said, we don't have any room available. And because your labor has not really progressed, you know, you can just wait. I wasn't having it. So I told him that if I'm going to wait and I'm going to be in this much pain, then I need like emotional support of some sort. I need my husband to be able to come in and stay with me. And he said, oh yeah, it's not allowed, you know, because of the pandemic. It was only in special cases where, you know, they have some, and they don't have any side room presence. I started raising hell because I was really in pain. And I just needed the support because the nurses were so busy. And I appreciate it because, you know, it gets really busy in the hospital. Anyways, after shouting for a while, they said, okay, call your husband. So I called my husband. So they moved us to a side room. So my husband stayed with me in the side room. This pain is like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. I'm trying to describe, okay, let me try and describe what I felt like. It felt like, you know, when you have, this snake they call the boa, when you have like boa constrictor, you know the way they say it squeezes the life out of its victim. So if the boa constrictor is made of like steel, that was what I felt. It felt like something was squeezing me from deep inside. The pain was out of this world. I asked for everything they could offer. You know, the opioids, I said, I'm not going to take any opioids. I don't want. I said, baby can sleep if baby wants to sleep. Give me everything you have. So they gave me morphine. No, I don't know if it's morphine. Do you know, funny thing is that I don't even know what they gave me. But I know she said something about maybe this is fentanyl or morphine. But I know it was one of the opioids anyways. She was giving, I think I had like 2 or 3 doses. She kept giving me. It would work for a while. And then the pain would start again. And they kept checking. And I kept checking like, where is the room? When are we going downstairs for the epidural? They don't have any room available. This, I tell you, let me just cut this short. This went on and on for 15 hours. Do you know, at a point, I felt like I was passing out, like in and out. Like I would feel like I passed out and then I'll come back and I did not even know what I was feeling. The pain was just like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. And you see, when they say women are like the real-time superheroes, cause that pain is something else. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you can see the way I'm saying I don't know how to describe the pain. Anyways, from around 7-8 a.m. that I'd been waiting, around past 11 p.m. they said the room was finally ready. At that point, I was exhausted. My husband was tired. Like, we just did not know what to do. We were asking, and so they said, okay, past 11, room is ready. So they came around, you know, faffed around and everything, and they moved us downstairs to the room. And then at that point, the nurse admitting me, I think midwives, they call them, sorry. Because I'm a nurse, I'm so used to calling all of them, they're all midwives, yeah, because, you know, when you work in the maternity department, you're a midwife. So the midwife, you know, she was really kind and everything, made me comfortable, and then she checked, did the fetal check. And that was when she got worried, and she said, I'll be right back. And then she went to call some other people, and then they were all coming in, and they said, oh yeah, the baby's heart rate is dropping, you know, fetal distress. That you have two options. You can either, you know, we wait and see for a couple of hours, see if you can give birth to the baby yourself, maybe till morning, or we just do a cesarean section, right? Like, please do the cesarean section right away. I don't care. I just want the baby to be out, and I want to be okay. And they said, oh yeah, do you want to sign? Of course I would sign. So I signed. My husband also signed and everything. And then they started rushing us to the theater. So we went to the theater. They told my husband to go and change. My husband went to change and everything. So I got on the table. I was still having this contraction. They gave me some pain relief. It was a bit better, but I was still having it. And then the surgeon that was supposed to do it started tapping my back, putting in needle, and was telling me, yeah, I can't get this needle in. You're just too thin. I know. Like, I know I'm thin. That's not news. You're just too thin. And he kept pressing my back. He would stick the needle in. I would scream and, like, you know, like, this is painful. And he'd say, no, just stay still. Are you kidding me? I'm having contraction. You're sticking needles in my back and you're still telling me to stay. How do I stay still? Anyways, I was trying to stay still as much as possible. I think he poked me about 5 times. And he just kept saying, and in my head I was thinking, hey God, is this one of those doctors that, you know, because I didn't know what to think. You know what? Anyways, he kept poking me and saying, you're too thin. He said that like 2 or 3 times. He finally got in and he said, oh, let's start. Scrubbed my belly and then tried to use the, what's it called? The scalpel. And then I felt the pain. I was like, oh, that is very painful. He said, oh, you should not feel the pain. He tried it again. I still felt the pain. He said, no, I don't think you should feel. Dude, I can feel the, try the 3rd time and see if I would not collect the scalpel. You just tried me. At that point, I was tired. So, and I said, okay, I think I'll do something to help. And then he brought a spray and sprayed it on my belly and then tried it again. And then at that point, it was very faint. So I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. But at that point, I was really exhausted. So I don't know if they give me anything extra or so. But because I know I was awake, it wasn't general anesthesia. But I was just, you know, in and out. So I know when they were saying, oh, your baby's coming and this and that. And then when my husband went to cut the cord. But finally, guys, around, I think, 1:08 a.m. on the 7th of September, my baby came out. And then they brought the baby. And you know what? All the stress, all the pain, everything just disappeared when they put the baby on my chest. Like, it was just so overwhelming. I didn't even know when I started crying, because I used to think, like, I don't know why people are always crying on social media when they're getting married or when they put baby on their chest. I was just crying. Like, all my ad guys like flew away. I was just so overwhelmed and so grateful and so happy. And I remember the nurse was saying that, and they wheeled me out, and the nurse was saying, oh, they're not sure if this baby would, you know, latch on because, you know, he's tired and this and that. But immediately they brought my baby close. He just latched on and just started sucking. And it was just the most beautiful thing, I tell you. I was just filled with gratitude. But I tell you, it was a journey. And, you know, looking back at the old thing, I feel like now that I know all this, the next time I would make better choices. You understand? I would speak up more because I felt like I didn't want to disturb them. I know what it feels like to be a nurse and be busy and not have room and you can't control these things. But I feel like next time I would speak up more, you know, and I'll make better choices. But do you know what? I wouldn't give how do they say, like, having my baby now, you know, seeing him around, him making us laugh and everything, it just makes the old pain and the whole experience really worth it. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world, I tell you. So that is my crazy story, guys. That is my story. I know I said I was going to keep this short, but you know, when I just started talking, I just could not stop because I tell you, it was a movie. I think I should just package this and just sell it as a movie, because do you know what? I even summarized it because everything just went like. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking with me today and another video. So next time we will be posting a video. I think we'll be doing like a vlog. Sorry, guys. So I checked. It's called vlog. So we'll be doing a vlog of some kind. I just really hope I can get the editing, but I'll get on it. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. See you on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop your comments. Okay? Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.